So this video is going to be, it was a request and I'll just read it out. It says, how do you tell someone like a parent that you've cut too deep and you need medical attention? Basically the person was feeling, they don't like being too blunt about things and they don't just want to like come out and say it. It's really important that you need to know when you need stitches, because it's just important, because if you need medical attention I really advise that you seek it. So it's important to know how to recognise that, and I'll find some videos or websites and I'll put them in the description box so you know, so you're informed in all this stuff if you don't already know. Is maybe you could, if you haven't came out to your parent or whoever already, that's really something to consider and something I would definitely advise if you think you're going to be in this situation. So I'm just saying, it's just what I think, it's my opinion, you don't have to follow it. But maybe beforehand having a little talk to them about what you would do in that situation. Maybe you want to think of some kind of code thing that you could tell them, or you could ring someone else, like a friend or a different family relative, to take you to hospital, or to tell your parent if you're finding it difficult to tell them like straight away, kind of have like a little middleman person. Or you could write them a note. If you wrote down on a piece of paper, if you find it difficult to say out loud, if you wrote it down, maybe you would find it kind of easier. And I've only needed stitches once, and when it happened I was in the house babysitting, so I didn't have anyone there that could have helped us. Really bad situation for me. When my mum got back from a night out and I was in my bedroom, my little sister was in the bath, because my sister was wanting us to get her out of the bath and I couldn't because I'd cut myself and I didn't have anything to wrap around it. I didn't know what to do. I just said, Ali, you're gonna have to wait there a second, I'm busy. My sister said that Laura's in her room and she won't come out. And I was sat against the door and my mum knocked on my door and she just forced her way in. I don't know what she thought I had done or what, but she forced her way in, and I had my arm covered and she was asking me what's under your arm and I'm going, nothing. And she was hysterical. She was shouting and screaming. My sister was screaming. Everyone was like, rah. It was really not a good, like, it was horrible. Maybe tell them or ask them what you should do in that situation. If you ever needed medical attention, what should you do? And I'm sure that your parent or whoever would tell you that you should tell them and they would take you to hospital. Because it's kind of important that you seek medical attention if you need it. That I think if I was ever in that situation now, what I would do is go to my friend. He knows about my self-harm and I consider him to be my best friend, and he lives like 5 minutes that way. So I think I'd either ring my boyfriend, but he's further away. But in emergency situations where I feel like I'm gonna harm myself, I've called him a couple of times, but he lives kind of further away. So my friend who lives about 5 minutes away, I think now, and I don't want to put it on him, and obviously like I'd probably find it a bit difficult to tell him. So I know I'd probably be a bit nervous to say something and just disturb him when he's at home, but it is important. And tell him, and maybe he could help us get the medical attention that I need. You could try with your own first aid kit if it's not that deep, and you could use like butterfly stitches. You can buy those. So, but the last thing I would say is to maybe lie and make up a reason as why you need to go to hospital. And you slipped on a knife. I know it sounds really silly, but you could just tell them that you've hurt yourself in another way, maybe then tell them actually what happened. And I know that might be a really stupid idea because they might already know, but if no one knows about it and it's the first time you needed stitches, then maybe that could be a solution, but I really wouldn't recommend that. So I don't really know why I said it, but I can imagine being in that situation and that's what I would do. may not be the best advice ever, but so those are just my ideas. Having a friend or family member that could take you, or be the middleman to tell your parents, or just having them to take you. Writing it down on a bit of paper, that might help. Having a discussion beforehand and coming out with them before that time, obviously. But I hope that's helped a little bit, and thank you for watching. Keep sending your requests because I like getting requests, and yeah, I hope it's all okay. I know I've been a bit boring in this video, so I'm sorry. But thank you for watching, and bye bye.